Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss LeetCode hard problem 1153, which is string transformation. String transformation. Okay, so we are going to discuss this problem. So in this problem you are given two string. So the string 1 s1 is equal to s1 is equal to a b c c, and s2 is equal to c c d e e. Now you need to change the string s1 into s2 by doing 0 or more conversion. So for example, if you are replacing this a with c, then you need to replace all the occurrence of a with c in one conversion. So for example, if I'm replacing this a with c, so I have to replace all the occurrence of a with c in this string, and so my resulting string will be this. Now if I replace this c with with e, then I have to replace all the occurrence of this c with e, so my resulting string would be e e b e e. And if I replace this b with d, then I have to replace all the occurrence of b in this string with d, so my resulting string would be e e d e e. If I replace this e with c, then I have to replace all this e with c. So we need to find whether this string can be converted, string s1 can be converted to string s2 by doing 0 or more conversion, and we have to return true if we can transform the string s1 into s2. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, can we transform the string s1 into s2? Now let's see. If I replace this a with c, and if I replace this b with d, and then if I replace this c with e, so if I'm starting from left and if I'm doing this replacement like I did here, I replace a with c, then I replace c with e, and I replace b with d, can I do that transform? Can I convert string s1 into s2? No. But how about if instead of starting from left to right, if I start this way in this direction, can I convert this string? So if I'm starting in this direction, I'm replacing this c with e first, then I'm replacing b with d first, and then I'm replacing a with c. So this is how I'm doing. So I'm replacing this c with e, and then I'm replacing this a with c. So this is how I'm doing. So let's try this. So first I'm going to replace c with e. So the resulting string would be a b e E. Then I'm replacing this B with D. So the resulting string would be A, E, D, E, E. And then I'm replacing A with C. So the resulting string would be C, C, D, E, E. So yes, this string S1 can be transformed into string S2. So we're going to return true. Okay. So let's try another example and see if we can transform the string. So now I'm given string LeetCode. Okay. So S1 is equal to LeetCode and S2 is equal to code lit. So now here so here I'm going to convert transform L with C first. So my resulting string would be C, E, E, T, C, O, D, E. Then I'm going to transform E with O. So my resulting string would be C, O, O, T, C, O, D, O. Then I'm going to replace T with E, for example, because this T maps to E. So I'm going to replace T with E. So my resulting string would be C, O, O, E, C, O, D, O. Then I'm going to replace C with L. So it would be L, O, O, E, L, O, D, O. And then I'm going to replace O with E. So it would be E, 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 L, E, D, E. And then I'm going to replace. So in this case, looks like there's no way to transform this string 1 into string 2. Let's start from in the opposite direction. Let's start in this direction. So let's start converting in this direction. So let's replace this E with T. So the resulting string would be L, T, 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 C, O, D, T. I don't think so it's gonna work. Let's replace this D with E. So it would be C, O, E, T, L, T, T, T. Let's replace, we need E here so that we can have lead. So let's replace O with E. So we'll have L, T, T, C, E, T. We need L here. So let's replace C with L. So L, T, T, L, E, E, T. Let's replace this T with here we need C. So let's replace this with C. But if we replace this with C, then this lead will become again C, E, E, T. So looks like there is no way we can transform this S1 to S2. So we are going to return false. Okay. Let's take another example. So another example is you are given string A S1. Okay, so that's string S1. A B C T E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V Y and C, and S2 is in the opposite. C, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, this is P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Now can you transform the string S1 into S2? So let's see. So here we'll transform this A to C. Then we're gonna transform B to Y, C to X, and so on. And Z again we are going to transform to A. So this is like a cycle. If you look at a graph, this in the form of graph, then this is a cycle, right? So in this case here you transform A to Z, and then again you're going to transform Z to A. So there is a cycle in this way, and whenever there is a cycle, in order to break this cycle we need one extra character. Now what we are given is, we are given the strings will have I think it will have all the English alphabet, lowercase alphabet from A to Z. So now this string has all 26 letters, all 26 characters, and we don't have any extra character to break the cycle. So I'm going to show you, I'll take one small example and I'll show how to break this cycle. Okay, so for example, suppose you are given a string this S1 is equal to A, B, C, S2 is equal to B, C, A. Okay, so here if you will see, we are going to convert A to B, then we are going to convert B to C, and then again we are going to convert C to A. So here there is a cycle. So in order to break the cycle we need one extra character. So what we are going to do is, so if we don't use the extra character, what we're gonna end up is, we're gonna convert this C to A. So the resulting string would be this, right? When we convert this C to A, this C when we convert to A, this will be the resulting string. Then we again gonna convert this B to C, so we'll get this string A, C, A, and then we're gonna convert this A to B, but we have to convert all the occurrence, so we'll get B, C, B, right? So what we have to do is, in order to break this cycle, what we have to do is, we need one extra character. Let's say that extra character we are using is D. Okay, so we are going to replace this C with D. Okay, so we have this string A, B, C. We are going to replace this C with D, so we'll get A, B, D. Then we are going to replace this B with C, so we'll get A, C, D. Then we are going to replace this A with B, because that's what we want. So B, C and D, and then we're gonna replace this B with C, so we'll get B, A, so we'll get B, C, A, and we got the resulting string. So this is how we are going to break the cycle. So if we have a cycle, then in order to break the cycle we need one extra character. And the other thing is, let's see the examples that we have here. Okay, now here if you look here, this LeetCode example, here we are mapping this E, right? This character E, right? We are going to convert E to O, so we are mapping this E to O, and then we also have E to D, so E to D. So now this E has two outgoing edges. So in the graph terminology, we can say that the out degree of this is 2. So if the out degree is more than 1, right, then again the string transformation is not possible. That's why here we were not able to transform the string, because this has more than one out degree. So that's one case. The other case is if we have a cycle, then we need one extra character to break the cycle. We don't have to break the cycle, we just need to return true or false whether the string can be transformed or not. So here we haven't used all 26 characters, so here we can use one extra character and we can break the cycle, so this string can be transformed. And we don't have any vertex with out degree more than one, so A is mapped to B, B is mapped to C, and C is mapped to A, and we can break this cycle using that extra character. So that was a way to break. So there are two things, okay? So if we want to transform the string S1 to S2, what we want to do, the first thing what we want to do is both the string length should be same. So S1 length should be equal to S2 length. Otherwise, we cannot do the transformation. Okay. The second rule is if S1 is equal to S2, then we just return true. So these are the edge cases that I am covering. Okay, and the other thing is one character. So one character cannot map to more than one character. Okay, and if there is a cycle in the graph, which means to break the cycle we need a vertex with out degree of 0. So we need a vertex or any kind of character that has not been used. Okay, so if this string contain all 26 characters like we have here, all 26 characters, there's no way we can break the cycle, so this string cannot be transformed. Okay, so let's write the code for it, how to convert string to S2. This problem is available in LeetCode premium account, and it's in the hard category. So I'll just write the code for it. So we have to return boolean whether the string S1 can be transformed into string S2. So convert string, and we are given two strings, string S1 and string S2 as the input. I haven't discussed the time complexity, so let me discuss the time complexity. Okay, so the time complexity, we need to travel the string S1 and S2 both. So the time complexity will be O of n. Oh, let me discuss one more thing. And then I can go with the explanation. Just give me 1 sec, okay? Okay, so let me discuss one more thing. So how we gonna solve the problem first? Okay, so first of all, if the length of S1, okay, is not equal to S2 length, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna return false. Okay, the other case is if S1 is equal to S2 will return true because the string are same and we can do the transformation. Okay, and another case is how we gonna solve this problem. So what we gonna do is, so if we are given two string, for example, if I'm given this string S1 A B C, S2 B C A, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a map. Okay, in the map I'll hold this mapping, A maps to B, B maps to C, and C maps to A. So I'll have a hash map where I'll have this mapping, this A maps to B, B maps to C, and C maps to A. Okay, now if there is one more mapping, for example like this, we have this A and D. So here A maps to D. So now the out degree of A is more than 1. So we're gonna return false if we have this kind of mapping. Okay, so we are going to use hash map for that one. And if we have a cycle like we have here, like if we just consider this string, we have a cycle here, right? A to B, B to C, C to A, and we have a cycle, right? A to B to C to A, right? We have a cycle here. So in this case, when we have a cycle, we need one extra character. So we need to check the length of S2. The S2 length should be, I mean the number of unique characters in S2 should be less than 26. Then only we can break the cycle. So for that, we will have one set. Okay, we're gonna maintain a set of all the unique characters in S2. So here the unique character in S2 is A, B, and C. And we'll check the length. If the length is less than 26, we're gonna return true, because even if there is a cycle, we can break the cycle since the length of S2, the set, or since the number of unique characters in S2 is less than 26. So this is what we are going to do. So now I'm just going to write the code so that you can know. Okay, TC will be O of n because we are going to iterate both the string. SC will be space complexity will be O of n because we are going to use hash map and hash check. Okay, so now first thing, okay, let's cover the edge cases first. Okay, so if S1 dot length is not equal to S2 dot length, in which case we are going to return false. Okay, so that's one edge case. But and if S1 string S1 is equal to S2, in that case we are going to return true. Okay, now we are going to create a hash map which will store the character map is equal to new hash map. So this hash map will store the mapping, and if the mapping is already there, we cannot have more than one mapping, we're gonna return false. And this set will store all the unique characters of string S2. Okay, so we'll name it as S2 set. Now we are going to iterate through the string. So for I less than, at this point both the string are of same length, so you can use any string. and then we are going to get a character c1 which is equal to s1 dot character at I, character c2 is equal to s2 dot character at I, and then we are going to update our set with all the unique characters in s2. So set dot add c2, and then we are going to check in the map. So if our map contains this key which is c1, that means there is already a mapping present, and if that mapping is different, like A is mapping to B and A is also mapping to D, if it's different then A is, so we in the hash map we have A to B, but if we find A to D, right, it's a different mapping. So if that mapping is different, so if map dot get c1 is not equal to c2, the mapping is different, we need to check that. At that point we are going to return false because we found more than one mapping, and else we are going to add a mapping in the map. So map dot put c1 comma c2. Okay, so our else loop closes and that our for loop also closes, and at this point here if we have a cycle, if the unique set for s2 is equal to 26, right, then definitely we're gonna have a cycle. There's no way we can break the cycle, so we are going to return false. So we are going to return s2 set dot size. We are going to return true if it's less than 26, otherwise we are going to return false, and we are done. So that's the code for the string transformation. This problem is in the category of a graph problem because we are using some of the concepts of the graph to solve this problem. Like I said, we are using the out degree, we are constructing something similar to adjacency list, and we are also considering the cycle in the graph. So it's in the graph category, but we are not using any BFS or DFS or any kind of topological sort to solve this problem. It's a little different way of solving, but it's still in the category of a graph. So if you remember that this out degree and the cycle, and if you can map to this, it's very simple to solve. You can just solve it using a map and a set. Thank you so much for watching the video.